Hello everyone, my name is Michael Larson, Eyedea.
Hold on. Now, may I suggest a side of Prozac, which is cognac? Even though I know you know my flow equals no genocide. Bet your eye got you higher than any amphetamine. Buried you with adrenaline, hallucinogenic, opiate overdose. But I will let you die. I'll hold you close till you recognize with the fine shot. When I rock, all you wretched guys better get your gynecologist to polish up your pussy right. Cause I'm a stretch wide open with this hook crooked mic. Me, you sound like a looking like I'm on the language of the life, and I ain't even guessing why. In my book, I tried to see as many qualities, but they don't qualify.
Oh, when I was a kid, I started getting into music when I was really, really young. It started when I was about 7, and I think pretty early on I decided that I wanted to write music.
Eating you is healthy cause you're not fat. Got that, in fact, you're quite nutritious. I might do dishes with the watery ass. You gotta be fast to escape my grasp. But what makes me laugh is your fake ass tracks. I'm breaking backs with raps over anything. My voice is echoing like this was the Grand Canyon, but this man standing in front of you. Pete, as a monster comes to fuck up your crew.
Yo, what's up? You got diseases in your venereal. Your teeth look like you tried to eat your stereo. Try to fuck with me, even make the light hurt. I know you got the yellow stains under that cheap white shirt. Try to break it down, you see it's just don't start shit. I'll buy you a new outfit, but I won't go to Target. It's like that. You don't have to talk about your rap raps, cause I be fat. When I kick a rap, you just collapse, and it's like that. I'll be the fattest when the battle's over. Drop the mic, call me back when your dad gets sober.
I'm never gonna let go of freestyling and or battling. It's never like a thing that I'm just gonna move past because that's idiotic to me. That's like being a dope producer and then just moving past producing because you start playing the guitars. It's like, if you can do it and you like it, do it forever.
Lorenzo Pin, I've been in sin. Go and get your little pretend whole friends. When they try to go, you're older than Nintendo. Then I break your ass just like a window in. Smoke some endos in. O'Shea Jackson, your flow's gay. You should stop rapping. No gay whack men could ever play the closed caption flows. Attack and win, slapping them into an okay backspin.
We actually improvise a lot in our sets with Eyedea and abilities. You know, on any given night, the writing is so open-ended that I can kind of make it mean different things at different times, you know. I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Who are you to say I got a loose screw? Do the tools and misuse can never measure my texture. Extra, read all about it. I'm an extraterrestrial. Don't let me touch you or even sit next to you. But you're wrong and it makes me right. Song after song and night after night. And I spit the words into the mic. And the car reacts nice if it's something that they like.
This is life, you know.
Keep going out of beat, flowing in season, even knowing, so I leave them broken open. I'm the flow spitter. I'm no quitter, but I got a gold clitoris up in my mouth. Check how I bounce with the shit. I make it come. I take the drum and break it up. MCs is just fake as fuck. I'm never be a snake and never buried in a lake.
The one thing that we do have that may set us apart from some people is our love of improvising, and so we do it a lot. And you know, naturally, like if you do it a lot, especially with the same people, you start to be able to kind of pick up on subliminal things. You know, you start to hear, you know, it's your friend that you're touring with. You start to hear, you know, not just what they're playing, but why. You start to be able to read their intention, read their body language, and that makes for really connected improvising.
We were a team, you know what I'm saying? And that element, that feeling of having that is, I've never had a friend that good since, and I probably never will again.
I think this one looks like a fight between a plate of fruit and my dad's exercise bike. I bet if these ants dancing next to my head could fly that high, they would use that cloud as a bit.
There's kind of this mode of hip-hop and this kind of like personality and attitude that you're supposed to uphold. And I think I played into that a little too much when it wasn't like me. And I did it for the sake of trying to pull people into my world that is me. And like I said again, you know, I was young, and I just like had this weird shit with like my musical identity, my artistic identity. So I wish I was a little more upfront about things, you know. But anyways, here I am, pissing people off.
Yeah. Fuck with an ego, back the fuck up, diggity, suck my nuts. Fuck with an ego, back fuck up. Diggity, 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 suck my nuts. Right now you ain't shit in the tournament. Your name's E-Dub like an Eric Sermon squid. Up on the microphone I straight use agility. Why you walking around pretending you ain't feeling me? That's just so funny when I start ripping all this on you. You look like a mixture between Bart Simpson and Mystical. Thinking it just like that with your mom make pornos. You look like fucking Fred Durst with cornrows.
This is my mom.
You guys look alike.
Yeah.
Just go and listen to the music and try to aspire to be 1/10th of what he was as a human being or an artist.
Knowing what's wise is not necessarily wisdom. And if the world's gonna die, bury me with them. I carry my vision, it's scary, but there it is, incisions, imperative. I'm parentless, sexless, scentless, so my apprentice is barely embarrassed by the cherished moments. And so it exploded. I never loaded, that's why I hold it.
Ghostface, you sound like you're crazy. The motherfucking major label Dose One, maybe. What the hell are you rapping with a razor blade? Doing too much coke, you're a joke. You ain't player, babe. Capadon, a motherfucking wackest rapper on the whole label. Let me tell you something about motherfuckers driving a taxi cab, rapping like they got a mouth full of maxi pads. Mob Deep fell off like girls when they talked about the true life on that beef video I heard. I was like, damn, these kids ain't really that tough. When they heard about the Puerto Rican cats, they backed up like, damn, Alchemists don't really like them. Used to be in the hooligans, and no, I didn't fight them. I didn't even like them. If I had a party with one dope producer, I wouldn't even invite them. I don't like them. Whitey Ford, that's my man Everlast. Got beat up by Eminem. Who the fuck is in this class? Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck's it all about? Eminem, Everlast, white rap, that shit is whack.
And I'm like, dude, man, what's wrong? And he's like, oh man, you don't know what it was like, growing up as a strict, Catholic and shit. And I was like, I know, thank God. 1, 2, is this thing on? Jesus, it's hotter in LA. Idea and abilities. There's a reason I rap instead of doing stand-up comedy. 1, 2, 1, 2, is this thing on?
I don't believe in an afterlife. I think that if you examine it closely enough, you can figure out that in a lot of ways it's a defense mechanism that your brain has and your brain kind of indulges in. I think that you cannot envision yourself not existing, because if you could, who is there sitting there envisioning it?
Yeah.
So you always have to perpetuate an idea of your immortality. And since we know we physically decay, we kind of create this idea of spiritual, the spiritual side, because we don't want to let go of our identities. So we want to say there's an afterlife, but really what that's saying is there's, I want to live forever,
Right.
And so I don't really get into that for myself. But hey, if it keeps somebody from sticking needles in their arms, it's fine, Everyone hears about it. It's like this myth.
You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah.
And maybe I'm totally crazy for holding on, but just cause I'm insane don't mean that I'm wrong. Now that you're gone, I can't sleep at night. I barely even function right. My memories on overdrive, too hungry and too cold to cry. Miss the companionship I once took for granted, the way you helped me manage the partnership that vanished. But I don't expect you to stay chained by the ankle. There's so much world to see, so fly free, my angel. I'm dying without you, but it's teaching me to live. Heaven ain't something someone else can give, it's all inside of me.
If we discovered the lone wolf's art of dying, only the lonely resent angels for flying. Twisted, living off each other's sickness like parasites. This is paradise.
I turned my back to the angels, and when I walked away, to my surprise, I found myself in heaven.
All right, my name is Michael Larson. Thanks a lot.
Feel like I'm with a bunch of good things. I always feel alright, cause I'm a little kid. We're all little kids on the inside.